Q or ready? Oh,
Yeah, I'll just read it real quick. So, we've seen a lot of companies come to us to help them with some strategies for increasing work-life balance in their organizations. I thought it'd be nice to share some of those strategies with our viewers. What are some of the tips, secrets, or patterns you notice people should use to become a well-balanced professional?
You know, a lot of companies come to me and say, boy, our employees have work-life balance. It turns up on surveys. What can we do to help them? What we always discover when we go and do that is, yes, the company has to set up a scenario that says they support you having life balance, but almost all companies really do, in theory. The real issue is you as an individual have to get control of this situation, because it's normally your work habits and the way you're approaching your job that creates the life balance. So the number one thing you have to do is self-assessment of yourself. We've got one on our website. There's several around there. How would you rate your life balance, and what are the primary issues that are really affecting you? It'll vary by job and by individual. But one thing we have found out is that there are some critical thriving skills that are required, and what they do is allow someone to actually do their job in what we call the 30 hours a week, the basic things that absolutely have to have for success, and then they can invest the rest. One of the tips here is there is no absolute number that says, hey, if I work more than 40 hours a week, I'm unbalanced. No, it's a personal decision. Many people work 70 and 80 hours a week and think they're completely well balanced, and so do their families. But the issue with when we investigate any of them, it's because they actually have control of their time. When their family needs time or when they need time, they can actually make it because they're in control of the underlying issues of the job. They don't go home on a Friday night thinking that they have to disconnect the wires that are attached to them and have a good drink just to calm down and settle down, because they were being driven and manipulated by the job itself. They've got control of that. So what are those skills? One, they have to understand their own personal exceptional talents. They have got to build networks and have the networks internally and externally that allow them to do it. And they have to have mastered goal setting and planning, and they have to have mastered delegation and how they can effectively delegate. Not so much just as a manager downward, but how do they delegate across the organization? Almost all companies have some form of a matrix, and you have to make people effective.